The Brightest Moon, a Ramadan story. The sun began to set, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and pink. A tiny silver sliver appeared, shimmering like a secret. Abdul and Safa stood together by the big window, their eyes wide with wonder. "It's here," Abdul whispered. "The crescent moon is finally here." Safa clapped her hands with a joyful giggle. The holy month of Ramadan had officially begun, and their home was warm, glowing, and ready for the very special celebration. In the living room, Basma and Hifa were spinning in happy circles. The house felt magical, as if it were part of a storybook. Gold stars dangled from the ceiling, catching the warm lamplight, and purple crescent moons were tucked into every corner. A bright Ramadan sign sat proudly on the white fireplace. "Look at the stars, Hifa," Basma cried, pointing at the shimmering decorations. They felt like they were living in a festive palace made just for them. Abdul and Basma sat down on the soft, patterned rug in front of the fireplace. They were wearing their favorite cozy pajamas, soft pink tops and pants with beautiful white snowflake patterns. "This is the best time of the year," Abdul said, leaning back against the white mantle. Basma nodded, feeling the warmth of the home and the love of her family surrounding her like a big soft blanket. They watched the light dance on the marble fireplace. Safa and Hifa found a box of extra decorations they had saved. They decided to place a few more purple moons along the edge of the fireplace to make it extra special. "We have to make it perfect for the first day," Safa told her little sister. Hifa carefully handed Safa a purple crescent. They worked together, their bond growing stronger with every star they touched and every happy laugh they shared in the glow of the room. Abdul wanted to show Hifa the most important part of the decorations. He walked her over to the center of the room. "See that sign?" he asked, pointing to the big, colorful letters on top of the fireplace. "It says Ramadan. It reminds us to be kind, to share with others, and to be thankful for everything we have." Hifa looked at the letters and then up at her big brother, feeling very proud to start her first Ramadan. Safa and Basma shared a great big hug near the fireplace. They loved being sisters, especially during this special month when the family stayed close together. "I'm so glad we get to do this together," Safa said softly. They were both excited for the early morning suhoor meal before the sun rose, and the delicious iftar they would share at sunset. The house was filled with the scent of sweet spices and the sound of happy whispers. As the night grew deeper, Abdul and Safa sat near the fireplace to talk about their goals for the month. Abdul wanted to help more with the chores, and Safa wanted to make beautiful handmade cards for all their neighbors. They held on to small gold stars as they made their promises to be their very best selves. The gold stars felt like little pieces of the light they wanted to share with the world around them. Basma and Hifa were getting sleepy, but they didn't want the magical day to end. They sat on the rug, giggling as they leaned against each other. "Is tomorrow Ramadan too?" Hifa asked, her eyes drooping just a little bit. Basma laughed softly and hugged her sister. "Yes, Hifa. We have a whole month of beautiful days, just like this one ahead of us," she promised, resting her head against Hifa's. Abdul and Basma looked at the large gold crescent moon prop standing on the floor. It was taller than they were. It was covered in beautiful patterns that looked like lace. "It looks like the moon followed us inside to keep us company," Abdul joked. Basma reached out to touch the intricate designs on the gold moon. They felt so lucky to have a home that was full of light and a family that was full of love. Finally, it was time for bed. Safa and Hifa took one last look at the Ramadan sign before turning off the big light. In the shadows, the little gold stars seemed to glow even brighter. "Happy Ramadan, Safa?" Hifa whispered into the quiet room. "Happy Ramadan, Hifa," Safa replied. The four siblings fell asleep quickly, dreaming of the many wonderful traditions and memories they would share in the beautiful month to come. Please like and subscribe to my page